It's just a few days until the eclipse, and so I have my eclipse viewing equipment ready. I have my eclipse viewing glasses. These are back from the 2017 eclipse. I also picked up a pair of eclipse viewing binoculars. So yes, it is actually safe to look at the sun with these. Now, one thing you'll probably see a lot of is people trying to take pictures of the eclipse with their phone and posting pictures of where you can only see like a bright pixel on various social media. The thing is, if you're going to try and take a picture with your phone, you probably want to also use something to reduce the intensity of the sunlight. It is possible to hold up your phone to the glasses and take a picture through that. Although, as phones get more lenses on them, you never really know which one is taking pictures through. But if you're interested in doing that, I'd suggest picking up one of these. It's still not too late to get one and have it in hand before the eclipse. And so this just fits over all three of the lenses, or four if your phone happens to have them, and then you can take a picture of the eclipse through that. I'm going to show you a picture that I took using a couple of my phones. First, let's take a look at the picture from the Galaxy S22 Ultra. For this one, I had to use a pro mode in the camera app because otherwise the camera will automatically try and compensate for all the black that's in the photo. And you don't need for it to do that because that black actually should be black. But this is one of the pictures I got. It doesn't look half bad. There is some haze or some JPEG noise that's within there, but otherwise it still looks worlds better than some of the photos I've seen on social media from some of the previous eclipses. When I tried on my iPhone, I found that the built-in camera app was unusable for my purposes. It tries to do too many adjustments automatically, and that's not what I need for it to do. So I fell back on a third-party photo app that actually exposes more settings for me. And here I'm using a photo app that is from Blackmagic. It lets me change several settings that have to do with the exposure. And so with it, I was also able to get a fairly decent picture too. So the thing to take note of is be prepared to have your own photo app that allows you to change settings manually, because the automatic settings, they just seem not to work. And just to give you guys a measure of how good things would be, let's look at something that's going to be much greater than the camera. Here I use a Canon 5D Mark III, which is a digital SLR. I use a telescope with I think it's 2132 millimeter focal length, and I have a solar filter on top of that. And so this is from the 2017 eclipse, and in this one you get a much better picture of the sun. There's no haze, no other artifacts. You might make out some spots on the sun. That's not an aberration in the image. Those are actually the sun spots themselves, and you can clearly make out where the moon is coming across. Now, of course, I don't have the eclipse photo to show with these other phones because the eclipse hasn't happened yet, but I still thought this would be a pretty good photo to give you for comparison. If you want to know more about any of the eclipse viewing equipment that I have, I did make a post over on my blog, so you can just find it at j2i.net/go/eclipse. Until next time.